Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play The Banner Saga. As always, I am your host, J Square John Jeremy, and last we left off, Oddleif wants to go ahead and speak to us about something. And it has, I assume, has to do with regards to the leadership of our caravan. As you guys remember, Oddleif was the wife of the former chieftain who perished in our escape from Skogir. Let's go ahead and find out what she wants. How are you doing, Ode? I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny. My father named me Oddleif before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? People look up to you, like my daughter. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry, because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you. Yes. It's about the banner. I've thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it. But I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I don't know how to play into this situation. Rook. Oh, I know this was going to be a difficult situation for us to be in if we were given the option. So Rook has made some poor choices, and he's made some good ones. More poor than good, though. And that's because he's new at this whole leadership thing. I think he would kind of relish the opportunity, if only for a short while, to kind of give it up. He doesn't want to be a leader in this kind of situation. Nobody does. It's not the best of times to be in. With the chieftain being murdered by the invading forces and fleeing the homes, it's a terrible time. And there's a lot of pressure involved on this. And I think that Rook is a human being. And he has faults. And one of his faults is that he doesn't want to take leadership here. He'd much rather, to be quite honest, go back with Alette and just live that father-daughter lifestyle that he wants and be done with the whole thing. In fact, if he wasn't as dependent on as he is right now, I get the feeling that he might leave the banner altogether and kind of start fresh somewhere else. But he can't do that. So he has come to this sort of pass. So I think that I would vouch for Oddleif if she were to lead. I don't know what the game would say to that. Let's find out. I would vouch for you. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. She looks sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I can never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to camp. So, it's official. We've been named the leader of our caravan here. There won't be any contention amongst us. And I even, in a way, I feel sorry for Rook. We tried so hard to get him to not be in charge. Kind of wish there was an option for Oddleif to take over. But it looks like there isn't. So, it's up to us then. And we're kind of thrust into this leadership role. Hopefully won't kill everybody in the process. Let's take a real quick peek here. I think we're okay with heroes. Oh, no. Egil and Tryggvi are injured for a day. So you know what? Let's just rest for the day. And we'll have them all powered up before we head out. And rest. Cool. So they should be good to go now. Yep, they are. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and depart. With us leading the caravan. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. "We recognize this place," one man says. "Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week." See, here's a situation now. Last episode, we fought with, Hogan, well, we fought for Hogan and Macho Man. Yes, I'm not giving that up. In order for those people to leave their banner. And now here are these people wanting to leave ours. So, I wish them well. I don't want to fight. You nod your understanding. Kin is kin, you say. Do what you must to protect them. The man claps you on the shoulder, and the fighters depart. So we lost some people. 8 fighters. It's not terrible. We didn't give them extra supplies, though. Oh. Complaints of Rafsvarta's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time, the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Ransvarta's leg before leading him to you. We let him go once before. It's a bit of a difficult situation for us to be in. And again, the idea about choices. What kind of a leader are we? We've already given this individual one chance, and he didn't listen. So what do we do the second time around when he makes the same mistake? Well... I will punish him physically. I think that I gave you a pass. You didn't take it. You have now put our caravan in danger. I'm going to punish you. You're considering your options when Oddleif appears out of nowhere and doubles him over with a gut shot. Endanger everyone again, and you'll get more than a cracked rib, she shouts, leaving in a huff. The others go back to their business, satisfied with the outcome. There you go. Oddleif is our, I guess our enforcer. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Rafensvarta, the unabashed drunk, staggering toward you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Rafensvater. Huh. Did he listen? See, now here's the thing. Even though he doesn't look entirely sober, I don't think that he would have taken that punishment lightly from Oddleif. And you can't really confuse a Dredge with much anything else. Although I guess you can hallucinate him if you are drunk. If we let our clansmen deliver justice, he's going to die. We can either banish, we can let them deliver justice, we can banish him, or we can ready ourselves against the Dredge. And you know what? I would prefer readying myself, just in case. We have supplies, we have the fighters. If we're caught unawares, it's a problem. But if we are prepared, we can fight against it. Let's ready ourselves against the Dredge, just in case. There'll be time for that later, you tell the men. For now, we take no chances. A full day of uneasy rest passes, with no sign of Dredge. The caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Rafensvater bursts into laughter, and you're sure there were never any Dredge. Not long after, Rafensvater goes missing. Nobody searches for him or seems to mind. Okay, so we lost the day of supplies, and there were no Dredge, but hey, you know what? Rather, I took the chance and prepared for it just in case. Frostveller's right here anyway. We're okay. That's all that matters. We lost the clansmen. Oh boy. Still have 534 more to go before I kill everyone.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvel now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Okay. I doubt they'll keep back the Dredge, but hey, you know. Now here comes the next trouble, I would imagine. How to explain the arrival of our caravan to this big city. Yep, I'm figuring this is going to be it. You jostle through fallow crowds of sunken faces, who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvel for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? We can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddleif finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varro from Blotsbalker, Greyhorn, people from Bitra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvel has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they closed the gates. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. I want to know more about what's going on in there. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and the gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there are any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't gonna break it. Just push really hard. Okay, so we are stuck outside, and there's no way for us to get inside right now. The market, the heroes, and the rest tents are all outside, though, which is good. Let's take a look at the market here. What do we got? Obsidian bell. This dark, stony bell makes such a deep sound, you can barely hear it at all. +3 armor on rest, +2 drawing aggro, +1 strength. This would be awesome for tank. Yes. Yes. Narwhal Horn. When an army of weaponless Varl were ambushed on a frozen lake, the god Merrick was said to have provided their salvation. That's nothing. Boo. Okay. Let's see here. we have our heroes. Our heroes, obviously, you guys can see right here. I'm going to give this to Ivor once he has enough rank. Or Eagle. Either one of those two guys are good, I think, for that. I'm drawing the aggro and resting with armor. We don't need to rest right now. I would consider resting before we departed. But let's see what the people at the gate have to say. You approach the gate, where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the doors, several pincushioned bodies lie unclaimed, as though they simply belong there. Archers, up on the walls, make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason when they're not flinging stones and curses. Ivor, did you really expect to push these gates open? I'm willing to try, grunts Ivor, despite sizing up doors that look like they can hold back an army. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stomp you. Oh no, that was in Rook's voice. And when men start shooting arrows and pouring out to stomp you, and you kill them, he says. You're not sure this is the most sound plan. Nope, we're not gonna do this. This is a terrible idea, you say. We don't even know how many there are in there. Ivor folds his arms. He seems almost relieved that he didn't have to live up to his earlier boast. Let's find out more from the crowd. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple of days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They're just hoarding them. Egil pulls you aside. I was following the outside of these walls, and there's a water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but if a handful of us get in, we might open the gates from the inside. Let's check out the water passage. I'm not fitting through there, says Ivor, when you arrive at the narrow ducts. Go without me. It looks like it'll get you on top of the walls, and then down the gate where you can open it. I have a bad feeling about this. Let's go back. Leave the gates. You leave the crowds and head back down the hill. There are a lot of people gathered around the rest houses, says Oddleif, pointing. Maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves useful. I didn't feel like the water passage was the best route. If Egil found it and he only just got here, then I assume the guards also know about that same passage. So maybe somebody else knows something. Oddleif said the rest area was a good place for us to go. You spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in this great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here, adds Alette. We could help them. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and wounded, and noise. Okay, let's tend to the wounded, I guess. Alette and Oddleif spend the day along with others in your caravan, treating wounds, most of which came from the archers at the gates. I overheard from one woman that the city has been sending carts with food around, Oddleif tells you. Could be a way in. Ah, could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we bring it back in. Oddleif protests. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. I don't want the refugees. I don't want to get on the bad side of the refugees. I know I'm going to get on the bad side of the town, but if I'm on the bad side of both the town and the refugees, that's a problem. Then we're just not welcome, period. That's not exactly what I was thinking, but okay. I don't want to get involved if others are going to suffer for it, you say. You return to what you were doing. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and the wounded, and noise. Settle in, see what happens. After a long day of argument, you all finally agree to digging in with the other refugees if you have to. Are you sure? Are you sure there's no other option? Asks Ivor. Sooner or later, the dredge will come. Probably sooner. Then no. If that's all we can do, then let's go check out that, water passage. You know my thoughts already, says Ivor. We need to get in the city somehow. Alright. Let's go back to the gate here, then. And, oh. That's a problem. The water passage thing is no longer available to us. Let's shout at the guards on the wall. We're from Skogir! Open the gates! You shout to the archers, not expecting much. You get as much response as you expected. Leave the gates and try something else. Yeah, that didn't work. Alright, that's a bit of a thing. Is there a way... Oh, rest, heroes, market. That's about it. Yeah, the market doesn't do anything, and I don't think heroes will either. Yep, that didn't do anything either. Damn, look at that. Looks like that water passage was the right way. Okay, so if it's not that, then it's gonna have to be the food. I can't even do the food now either? I'm stuck? I'm literally stuck. Are you kidding me? I don't know, let's rest for a day and see if it comes back up. Okay. Something new has happened. You take the opportunity to rest. The caravan eats, talks with everyone, talks with others, and feels a little better in general. Everyone but Ivor, who was anxious about being out in the open. Later in the day, you notice a crowd forming around a man, shouting about something. Let's investigate. The commotion is turning into an angry mob, who are becoming ever more furious about being kept out of the city. You overhear them talking about attacking the archers on the walls and breaking through the gate. Oh, God. Hogan and Mogan join in and fan the rising flames. I won't let my family die in the field like dogs, shouts Hogan. He turns to you. Do this thing, Rook. We need you again. Oh, really? Well, I've kind of limited my options here now at this point. I'm down to one supply. 1 day's worth of supplies. It's not going to be enough. I really have to at this point. So, as you guys saw, though, several different options were there available to us, and we chose the most difficult one, I'm thinking. Let's join them in an assault. Ivor agrees, and you think you have a chance of pulling this off. As you approach the gates, Ivor stops you. He steps up to the gates alone. Archers above watch, more curious than anything else. Planting his feet, he puts his full weight into the massive door. Aside from a long wooden creak, nothing is happening. Then, unbelievably, the doors start trembling. The archers shout, more to those inside the walls than out. The creaking becomes louder, then a crack. Then the doors part slightly. Help him, you shout to the others. When you look back again, you see that the entire mob have thrown in to push. The gate finally succumbs under your combined effort, and you find yourself face to face with dumbfounded guards. You bark at the mob to attack. Alright, well, we have got ourselves a bit of a situation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men versus our 6. Yep, 6. Okay, what do they got? Shield wall, puncture, shield wall, puncture, and puncture. So, archers here. 3 archers, 2 regular swordsmen. Our big damage dealers should be more focused on the archers. While... Oh, Let's not here. Let's not here because she doesn't like to fight humans. I think. That was her reasoning last time. I think it's the same this time, too. Alright. Let's do this. I think. Let's put you in the corner. And put you guys right here. Alright. So we'll move you up slightly. Let him come to me. Hopefully. Only 1 damage there. I'll get as close to you as possible. And use Stonewall. In case she wants to try something. Which she does. And I resisted. Because I'm smart. And I can take her 4 damage. Strike at her immediately. What else can I do? Impale. Knock back 1 tile. That doesn't work, huh? No, I gotta impale this way. Okay. So regular way then. 4, 6. Cool. Oh, one of the swordsmen's coming this way. How close do I have to be to get a shot on you? Pretty damn close. It's unfortunate. So I'll put Rain of Arrows here, I guess, just in case you try and walk this way. Do you try? Nope, you don't. Oh, she's gonna... Damn it. Not cool. And you've got a lot of armor there, so we're gonna try and knock some of that off. Archer's coming this way. Gotta rush these guys quickly. Can't attack anybody, but at least I got that shield bonus. Really? Alright, and this'll do... Should I do 3 shield, or... When is your turn? Up to bat. I think you're him. So you... Just in case. That way he doesn't do too much damage, you know? Ow! That's 3. Sure. Knock it off. Ow. Alright, Trigby here. You can take out this person. He's running away. That was a mistake. Trigby's gonna go down soon. I can move you closer, right? You can get 5 damage on this guy. And I think you also have a bonus 2, right? Yep. That's 6. It's gonna do it for you. Good night. You're promoted. Trigby's gonna go down. Nope, still only 1. Very good. Alright, Mogir. Now he's gonna go down. Bye, Trigby. You're the sacrifice today. I always sacrifice 1. And the turn. Ouch. Okay, and 2, 3. Yep. Now you're not gonna be trouble to anyone, I don't think. Ow! Alright, maybe I was wrong there. Gotta rush, get closer to these guys. Fire you. 5 damage. Cool. Don't have to worry about you now. So 1. So this is the only guy that I'm worried about right now. Let's come over here and we can bloody flail him for 3 shield damage. You can't do anything against him. Maybe you can. Alright, well, that's a thing. I like how Ivor's just not doing anything. He's just walking around. Oh, there goes Egil. Yep, that was a problem. Well, we can take out this archer here, at least. Cool. And, yep, we can move over here. And take on this guy here. We'll take out 6 of his health. Cool. We won't be able to do too much damage to him. But now the same holds true for Hogan as well. Yep, deflected. Unfortunate with that. And Ivor still can't take this guy on. Pissing me off. So goddamn slow. Hogan might go down. Nope. Still in the fight. And there's the 4 damage to you. Now Hogan's going down. Damn it. Alright. We win. At a cost. Our renown grows. Rook is getting ready for promotion here. Good job, Rook. So is Oddleif. And 7 renown. Guards who aren't lying at your feet run. A crowd of men and women scurry into the city while they have the chance. But it's only moments before a man wearing all black approaches, with many more axemen at his back.
What in the dips are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together, Skull.
What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice.
If I knew there were fighters in a vial outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Iskil. And by Iskil, I mean Ikil. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain?
We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall.
Oh, really? Think you mean hiding out in the grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as they heard the Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's a short story anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food. And the worst are the godforsaken Varl.
He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration, as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there?
Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You got some people who can fight. You got a Varl who apparently has the strength of a god. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostvel. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn street. Think carefully about what you want.
Ooh. 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 Interesting choice. Interesting choice for us. Do we join up with this E-Kill character? What if what he told us wasn't true at all? Do we try and fend for ourselves inside Frostveller? We can handle the opening guards, but what if more came? The monologue did say that there were plenty of armed guards behind Ekil. Do we just leave Frostveller entirely and continue on our way? Could be an option. We may just say it's not worth it. It's not worth the trouble. Could get us killed. Could get our caravan killed. What to do? That's the question. Find out next time on Let's Play The Banner Saga. Until then, this is J Squared John Jeremy signing off, saying so long and take care.